if you think I'm hot right now, you're probably a weirdo. But it's not you, it's me. See, weirdos find me. They cling to me, sniff me, sometimes lick me, as I found out. I was on the escalators at Central Station, having my own good jolly time going on up there, and I felt this wet sensation on the back of my leg. And I just thought it was an excited dog, you know? I turned around, and I'm not kidding you, it was a man on all fours licking my leg. Licking my fucking calf, okay? I scream, cry, run up the escalators into the news link, crying my heart out to the guy across from me, and he's just like, oh yeah, George has been at it again. You're telling me that thing had a name, and it's George? Who the fuck is George? Well, apparently, he's the guy who camps out at the bottom of the escalators, right, sussing out the ripest pair of legs.
Oh, you look really tasty. Do you mind if I lick your leg?
Or George's Facebook status.
Licked a leg today. Feeling George-ish. Insta time. Hashtag leg, hashtag girl, hashtag loving life.
Good on you, George. Second weirdo. My dad. I come from your minor. It's like your Logan, except think of more pregnant girls at 12 and more beaches. And we have a lot of ferals. They're like ibises. They're everywhere. And one Saturday night, there were some ferals fucking with our shit. And my dad comes into my room. And he had the craziest look in his eyes. Like he had stuffed a small puppy in his underpants. See, my dad was in the army as a volunteer. And he told me that we were going to teach these little ferals a lesson. And I thought that was a reasonable idea at the time, so I stood in the hallway for further instructions. And my dad comes out, still in his underpants, holding a machete. Now this just got a little fucking weird. Then he tells me to grab a butcher's knife, so I do. And before he tells me what else to do, he's out of the house after them. I'm running after him after this whole charade, and he's yelling out, I'm gonna fucking slice your dicks off! And I'm like, yeah, proper! But I'm a small child running through the streets, and I with a butcher's knife. What the fuck would you do? Well, he goes full Russell Crowe gladiator on me and follows them off into the fucking wilderness. It was at this point I start crying and I make my way home with my knife. And I hear this. Coming from the darkness, bleeding feet, fiery eyes, pulsing, sweating tummy. My dad. And he looks at me and he says, they're not around anymore. Cool! I like to think the best in my dad, so I'm going to take that as they're not around here is in our house anymore. Great team effort there, Dad. Oh yeah. Third and final class weirdo is my mum's obsession with vitamins. So as a child, I'm guessing you guys had Cocoa Pops, Fruit Loops, Wheat Bix, yeah, normal shit? No,
yeah.
I had fucking lines of vitamins. Lines of those motherfuckers. And there is only so much a 6-year-old can take down the throat. With the fucking gagging, because that shit sucks. But I grew sneaky. And I found ways not to take my vitamins. I didn't think not taking them would actually stuff me up. It wasn't until I was laying on the surgical table. The doctor was lean built, but not the smallest fingers. Yeah, some of that going on. There was some cocaine and some serious fucking prodding, that's okay. And my mum is across from me laughing. And she's like, "You don't like this, do you? Is it that fucking obvious?" No. Should have taken your vitamins. Ha ha! Guess what, Mum? You're going to be shoving them up my ass for the next 2 weeks. If I'm going to take anything from these deranged events, it's that weirdos have been all I know. So if you are one, and you're out there, I know one of you is, and you're into some foot fetish, doll dress-ups, animal conversationalist shit, any sort of weird crap, hey, I'm not judging.